Hey everyone, welcome to this mysterious story about a quarrel happening outside the window. Nick, once again, is lured by the noise outside, acting like a curious little cat and trying to uncover the truth behind this commotion. Willa retrieved a box of tapes from her 25-year-old time machine. The boy exclaimed, "How did you get my box?" Willa calmly said, "I'm from the future," and showed Nick's deaf news. She warned Nick, "Don't leave your room and don't go looking for trouble." Nick believed it was merely local gossip and was about to turn off the TV, thinking to himself, "This lesson is really quite boring. If you stay in the room, you'll see the truth, but if you head out tonight, you'll be yesterday's news." "Nick, don't go. Please stay," Willa shouted desperately. Despite Willa's pleas falling on deaf ears, stubborn Nick rushed out and miraculously dodged the speeding car. Next day, Mom returned looking like a superhero. Nick excitedly told Mom his surreal dream, unaware that 25 years later, Willa woke up and was called to the OR by colleagues. Dressed in scrubs, she entered the OR only to find yesterday's patient lying on the table. She froze, thinking, "What did I miss?" The doctors were actually the writers of this drama, already set up to make Nick her patient. Willa's jaw dropped as if she saw a ghost, and her colleagues jokingly called her Dr. Willa. She began to wonder if she was dreaming. Her colleague was left speechless, totally baffled by the plot, while Willa couldn't take it and burst out as the scene switched 25 years ago. David's uncle and Song reached the school, seeing a lightning hit notice on the wall encircled by chatting students and parents. David's uncle curiously asked, "What happened?" A lady replied, "The storm last night caused a week-long school closure." Meanwhile, Nick realized that everything was just as the voice from the TV said. David's uncle took them away from the school. Willa rushed to the school, her heart bubbling with worry, only to find her daughter missing from the classroom, as if she had vanished into thin air. She asked fellow classmates, "Have you seen Milan?" The little girl shook her head, clueless about even her own name. Willa found her daughter's teacher, but all she got in response was a blank stare. In despair, she decided to seek out her husband, thinking, "I need answers here." Upon meeting her husband, Willa felt like she found the light at the end of the tunnel, excitedly sharing her story, but he looked at her as if she was a stranger. She pleaded with David, "Please don't joke around, don't pretend you don't know me." Meanwhile, Nick dashed over to David's house, like a detective from next door, to discuss the ruckus. David suspected it was Mrs. Weiss and her husband fighting, while David's mother began to feel uneasy. She inquired, "Nick, did you see anything?" And when Nick replied no, she sighed in relief. Both peered through the neighbor's window once more, only to find the outside as quiet as a library, not a cat or dog in sight. Only the yard's puppy barked incessantly, while Willa had made her way to the police station recounting her dramatic plot twists. The sheriff looked confused, trying to connect the chaotic memories that seemed turned upside down. She changed from a nurse to a doctor, her husband seeing the stranger, her daughter vanished. The sheriff tried to piece together a clue from Bella's memories, only to discover that Bella had never been married to David. They couldn't find Milan's birth certificate, and even current records showed she wasn't residing in that house. Meanwhile, Nick was drawing Bella's likeness with crayons. What a little artist. Suddenly, the TV behind made a sound. Nick jumped up to check, seeing a shadowy figure on the screen who just waved. The person on the other end turned and ended the call, leaving Nick to shout at the screen with no response. Rushing to the window, Nick saw David's uncle handing a mysterious envelope to the neighbor Angela before turning to leave. Meanwhile, the sheriff brought Bella to the hospital, starting to explain how he got so mixed up. He revealed that the David he remembered was actually his first patient. That memorable brain surgery made such an impact that Bella concocted all those memories about her husband. Meanwhile, Bella recalled she knew David had surgery, but she was just a nurse and too sick with the flu to be involved. Then her colleague took Bella to the office, but upon seeing the wall of photos, she felt utterly blank. In that moment, her colleague's touch triggered all the memories of her being a doctor to flood back, like an old movie. Yet those memories clashed with her actual experiences, turning into a psychological war. Bella began to mention her daughter, a whirlwind of thoughts racing through her mind. Her colleague mentioned that over 10 days ago, Bella had taken on a high-risk surgery, which tragically led to the young girl on the table passing away. Nobody wanted to perform that surgery, yet Bella bravely shouldered the risk, now drowning in guilt over the loss. She crafted her daughter's image in her mind, looping all the memories from her first patient to her last, creating a closed circuit of fantasy. Reflecting on all this, she exclaimed with emotion, "It seems like all of this suddenly makes sense now." Suddenly a bolt of lightning struck, and Bella wandered to the window, as if the storm outside would never cease. An epiphany hit her. This must be tied to this bizarre storm. Bella raced to the garage, and the sheriff asked curiously, "What are you planning to do?" Bella explained seriously, "All this might be because I saved that boy," altering the timeline. Her ultimate goal was simply to reclaim her daughter. With that, she left the sheriff behind and drove off alone like a lone ranger. ***, episode ends here. Like and subscribe for more amazing content. ***.